craziest thing you've ever seen at TSA? What's sparking today's conversation? 12 at 12 starts right now. 12 minutes, no commercials, on TV and on the go, on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Rachel here. Let's talk. Do you think video games should come with a warning label? This debate is heating up after a family sued the makers of Fortnite for getting their kids hooked. Cast your vote right now on 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest. Sondland is the #1 top trend on Twitter right now. Why? Well, Gordon Sondland is a key figure in the Ukraine scandal and was supposed to testify before the House today. But in a last-minute move, the State Department told Sondland to stand down. Democrats want him to explain text messages reportedly offering Ukraine a White House visit in exchange for investigating Joe Biden. Tango trouble. Some unlucky people at the Arizona State Fair got stuck on one of the rides Friday night. The Tango riders were stuck upside down more than 70 feet in the air for at least 6 minutes. A third-party inspector says there was a temporary power outage and the ride did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Nothing out of the ordinary happened. It was a mechanical shutdown with a computer, which is the ride is designed to do. We had a fluctuation in power. It took a total of 6 minutes, which was a record because it usually takes 10.
We're told each ride at the Arizona State Fair is inspected thoroughly, and now that the Tango's been inspected again, it's safe to ride if you dare. A couple of wild airport stories have you all talking this morning. The first one happened at Sky Harbor. We're told a TSA agent was randomly selected to go through a screening checkpoint on her way into work, and security found a loaded gun on her. The union says it was an innocent mistake. The TSA agent forgot the gun was in her backpack. She hasn't been fired, but she also hasn't worked since the incident. TSA is still debating punishment. This next airport incident has a lot of us asking questions. A woman without a plane ticket and no ID made it all the way to a seat on a flight before being caught. So how does this happen and what's being done to keep us safe when traveling? Gotti filling us in.
On the tarmac at Orlando's airport, a cell phone recording audio of a bizarre exchange. A woman nearby showing flight attendants and police a selfie on her phone when asked for ID.
Well, I'm showing you a picture right now. This is just as good.
Passengers say they waited 45 minutes as the woman was asked if she had a ticket.
Who knows why I do it? I just threw it out as soon as I got on the plane.
Eventually, the woman identified as Sylvia Richter was escorted off by police.
She just would not budge.
NBC News has been unable to locate Richter for comment and no word on whether charges have been filed. While the TSA says she was screened but are still investigating how she made it past agents checking IDs and the ticket agent at the gate. Delta apologizing for the delay, saying safety and security is always our top priority. Security experts saying while this is alarming, ultimately she was stopped.
We're trying to prevent somebody from getting on a plane that should not have been on that plane in the first place. So that's the security area that the TSA really needs to focus on here, as does the airline.
Now airport officials once again on the lookout for any others who may try to sneak aboard. Gotti Schwartz, NBC News.
I asked you all, what's the craziest thing you've seen at TSA? Here's what some of you are saying. One time we got held up in security because the guy in front of us had a huge bottle of soy sauce in his backpack. How do you even forget about that? That was from a text. Another one says, I was flying out of New York and I had some candy in my bag. The TSA agent asked if he could have some. I think you go ahead and give him a taste, right? Well, time for the juice. Ellen is giving some internet trolls a piece of her mind, defending sitting with George W. Bush at a football game over the weekend. Why did she have to defend her friendship? Well, Ellen got some heat, with some asking her why a gay Hollywood liberal would sit next to a conservative Republican president. Her response is inspiring. Her message is also timely. October is Bullying Prevention Month, and 12 News takes the issue seriously. We're building the Cactus Coalition, a group of influencers tackling the biggest issues that impact our lives, such as bullying, with the goal of enacting positive change. We've compiled a list of resources on our website, 12news.com. Checking your pulse on health, stores like Kroger and Walgreens say they're done with e-cigarettes. The two retailers are pulling them off the shelves following concerns over the long-term health effects. Walmart announced last month that it would also stop selling e-cigs at its stores nationwide. Well, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. The FDA is sounding the alarm on supplements. They may be a hot health trend, but dietary supplements are not regulated by the FDA, which means they're not subject to the same safety standards or tests that drugs are. Also, they often claim to do more than they actually do. If you just have to have your supplements, make sure you buy them from a reputable source and talk to your doctor and pharmacist to make sure that they don't interfere with any medication you're taking. We love our Halloween candy. I'm just waiting for the Snickers to come rolling in. But how come it doesn't really love us back? Some of it is definitely worse for our teeth than others. A website called Cheapism rated them for us. Why? Well, because they're a bunch of buzzkills, apparently. This is the worst culprit. What do you think? It's candy corn. There are 28 grams of sugar in just 19 little pieces. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous if you ask me. Well, it's kind of hard to think of Halloween when it's this hot outside. Jen, give us a cooler forecast 411, please.
If you have not had a chance to check out the fall colors across the state yet, we have our 12 News weather watchers to thank for sending in some amazing shots. Paul capturing this one at Lockett Meadow. Just love the colors of the trees, and then a wider look here with the reflection of the water and a few different shades of yellow and gold and orange. Just stunning. Highs today around the state, upper 90s in Phoenix, Gila Bend, upper 70s in Prescott, in the low 70s in Flagstaff, and 88 in Globe. Tonight, comfortable in the valley, down to the upper 60s. Will be in the low 40s in Prescott, 20s at the Grand Canyon, and 30s in Flagstaff. So your 7-day forecast will drop it off a couple degrees between today and tomorrow. Breezes kick up tomorrow some, and then really ramp up on Thursday. Tomorrow we do have some red flag warnings in effect for the high country. Wind speeds of around about 45 miles per hour. And then, hey, if you want to check out any events around the state on Saturday, it's going to be a gorgeous one.
Time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley awesome in just 60 seconds. A Valley business is making it a little more difficult to find an excuse not to exercise. As Colleen shows us, this company will actually bring the yoga class right to you.
Traditionally, if you wanted to experience a yoga class or practice, you had to go to a gym or a studio, but one Valley company wants to bring it home to you. Nicole Ann Yoga is a mobile yoga and holistic practice.
There are a ton of brick and mortar facilities, so why not create something where we could just bring the Zen directly to them?
Know that this presence surrounds you always.
While public classes are held, like this morning meditation at Tryst Cafe,
See if you can roll the shoulder open.
instructors like Jenny can also come to your house to practice with you.
Learn an in-home yoga practice, receive some massage, some Reiki, some hypnotherapy, some additional healing modalities on top of yoga.
The idea, keep all the focus on the practice, especially for those who can't get to a public class.
This just provides that right environment, that right setting for some major healing.
And that's your A to Z 60.
In other news, you can now book an overnight stay in the Goodyear blimp. Talk about a unique experience. There are just a few catches, of course. You can only stay one night, so you better make it count. And you have to travel to the Ohio hangar where it's parked. But take a look at the inside of this. It's not bad, right? So you can only stay October 22nd, 23rd, or the 24th. But man, that looks like a lot of fun. It's $150 a night, and that's just for the stay. So it's not going to let you ride in the blimp, though. The Airbnb promotion is in honor of the 150th anniversary of college football. It's probably a good thing for Michigan fans, too, considering the colors as well. Well, also in other news, rest in peace, iTunes, the feature that helped launch the iPod and let us buy every song that we liked instead of the entire crummy album. Well, it's over, gone, done. iTunes, you're going to be missed. Apple officially ditched you for 3 new apps. All right, so here's how it works. Apple is where all your music is going to live from now on. So you don't have to worry about all that other stuff. All your music's going to be compiled in one lovely place. Well, Mattel is debuting a new career Barbie, and this year, how about this? It's a girl with a gavel. Only about a third of sitting judges are women, but Mattel wants to change that perception, and they're doing so with Judge Barbie. So they're offering 4 dolls in a range of skin tones and hairstyles, and they cost about $13. So maybe something to keep in mind as you're doing your Christmas shopping this year. All right, back to today's talker. Do you think video games should come with a warning label? We've been asking because a family sued the makers of Fortnite for getting their teen boys hooked. So do you think this is something that we could be seeing more of? Here's what some of you guys are saying about it. So far, nearly 60% of you are saying, yeah, you wouldn't mind seeing those warning labels coming on the video games. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got some Fortniters in my house. I'm not sure how much good those warning labels are going to do, but you know what? I'll try anything. Keep on voting on 12news.com/bullhorn. For those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, you can always comment down below. Well, you know, there seems to be a national holiday for just about everything, and tomorrow's is pretty hilarious. Did you know that it's National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work Day? So if you're brave enough to do this, we need to see the proof. This is a picture of my son. He has a lot of loveys and a lot of teddy bears. I think I'm going to snag one and bring it tomorrow. Snap a picture, post it on our 12 News Facebook page. Use the hashtag Beyond12. Text us your picture, 602-444-1212. All right, guys, the fair is in town, so I'm really hoping to see some really amazing fair bears in your pick. Time now for the look ahead, the stories you'll be talking about a little later on today. We know sometimes it's better to just fork over the cash and let the professionals do it for you. That's exactly what doctors are asking parents to do when it comes to those newborn photos. Why they're having to be so vocal about it, that's coming up first at 4. That is your 12 at 12, the facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes. No commercials. We're always on anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and on our socials as well. We'll see you again soon. Let's check in with Destry to see what's next on Arizona Midday.
Hey everyone, coming up on Arizona Midday, we're going to show you how to make this spooky vintage mirror. That's not all. We're going to take you to vintage and vino. We have recipes for the grill, and we're going to show you how to make pumpkin bread, all coming up.